Hey there, everyone. Anthropophagic here, and we are back with our Republic of Rukk playthrough. We made some friends, we met some potential enemies last time, and we also lost one of our systems, so I think we have a little bit of work to do today. We are going to be doing a little bit more liberal use of our editing to kind of hurry things along, so I hope everyone is ready for that. But yeah, we've got plenty of expanding to do. We haven't yet kind of reached the edge of our borders, so I think it's time to kind of get things rolling. We dug a little deep on the jaundice system here, and we have some creature that has taken over our planet, a crystalline bane. Unfortunately, it's 15k strength, so I don't think we're going to be close to being able to take that thing on anytime soon. But I feel like we need to kind of start working on it, so I might just leave our fleet here. I might leave our fleet to just like hammer on the planet. I mean, it's not going to do any good for the citizens there, but we got to kill this thing somehow. We're going to do that, and then I think we're going to spend a bit of time. We're going to continue to expand until we've kind of reached our borders, and I think we are also putting up our first starport in the Grokan system, if I'm not mistaken. No, was it in the Jaundice? No, the Grokan system, yeah. We're going to get a new hub up here. Unfortunately, I think all of our trade's going to be locked behind the Jaundice system here, so we are going to have to figure that out. We did also get a little bit of research with our energy credits. We'll get the survey speed. We'll get the automatic surveying. It's probably... I don't want to leave that too late, otherwise it's kind of useless. Gained a little bit more information on the Quipulchi, which we do need to start trying to make our friends. I think this Federation over here is going to end up being trouble, so we're probably going to want to make friends where we can find them. And from here, we're going to want to continue expanding out till the offal system here. Over this way, I think we are... Yeah, we finally took on whatever was blocking our path here. So we have a little bit more room to expand out. And hopefully find the edges of our borders. We're going to try finding out who that is that we're encountering as well. Okay, so we've got our first star base in the Grokan system here. So it is going to be a system that's kind of in the middle of our... While it is a good choke point, it's definitely not going to be on the border, but we do also have shield nullification here. So, yeah, so I think with the station, we're going to go into Trade Hub, and all the defensive stations, I'll probably go heavy with defensive stations around it. We're actually going to custom build these, and we'll have to continue upgrading them. We can make sure that we have, I think it's the, yeah, we want the lasers. So the lasers are going to do less shield damage, but the nice thing is no one is going to have shields because of the shield nullification. So we can lean into that, and then when we build it, we build with only armor without shields. I don't think we need the booster at all. Okay, so we're going to name this Defense No Shield. I know it's very, very creative, but... And we don't have a ton of alloys here, but I will at least get a couple on here with a defensive no shield. Oh, we'll just toss one on there because they are a lot more expensive than I thought. Yeah, so that'll make an excellent choke point if it ever gets to that. And over here, I think we want to continue expanding out to the Maya system kind of as quickly as we can. Oh, we have another asset from the Quipulchi.
Research complete.
Excellent. Research off-world trading, which is perfect given what we've just built. We don't need any kind of food. I think we can ignore the hydroponics and we can ignore the food. Naval capacity for soldier job. We don't have a lot of soldier jobs, but it couldn't hurt anyways. If we luck out here, we might not even share a border with this this Federation over here. We have another encounter. First contact with some Delta aliens. Who have we met? Where have we met them? Ooh, up there. Okay. We're already working on first contact, so we might have to come back to this one, but let's see what we've got here. Is this an actual... Ooh, they're out surveying. Okay, so it is going to be a little bit of a race over here then. Because if we can grab this system, that would be a fantastic choke point. So maybe we're going to move... Did I tell you to go there? Maybe let's cancel that. We have a more immediate potential threat over this way, because I'd love to grab this system here as well. We have some environmental effects here. The shield nullification again. So again, this is going to make a fantastic choke point if we can get to it. Shroud Witches.
Established communications.
Okay, so we found some Shroud Witches. Ah, visitor, welcome. We are the Shroud Witches. Void-born hull. Our coven communes with the forces of incomprehensible to most mortal minds. Excellent. So we've got some psychic users. What will be our fate? Oh, you're just gonna straight up tell me. I thought this would cost some energy. Momentous query. No less poignant being asked by so many before you. Oh, well, that doesn't bode well for us. They want to strike a bargain, which we cannot afford at this point. So we will come back to them. The good news is, finish their first contact, we can roll right into these folk. We also have archaeological discovery. Upon closer examination, the smashed droid found on the surface of B134D2 appears to originate from two distinct cultures. Technologically, the droids must have been evenly matched when they were still functional. There are many subtle differences that hint at design origins. Okay, so we found some robot wars going on this planet. All right, we've got some technology. There's our auto survey speed. Oh, FTL inhibitors. This is probably my favorite tech. Let's grab that. That is defensive gold.
Rolling away from enemy fleet.
And what have we got here? There's the space amoeba. Okay. How big are you? 560. What's our fleet? Our fleet is at 756. I know we're bombarding, but we might pull them away to take care of that because I think that's a roaming fleet. And they're just going to swing around to us. Yeah, look, we're at 99%. We're not really doing a whole lot of damage to this thing. And I know they just showed up, but I don't think that is a good use of our energy. Let's go take out this fleet here instead. More work on our robot debris. B134D2 does not seem to have simply been a dumping ground for broken droids. It may have served as an actual battlefield where they were destroyed. The many layers of debris suggest a series of very intense battles waged intermittently across the better part of 2 centuries. Exactly why the two interstellar powers would commit such vast resources towards waging a massive ground war on a small and unremarkable asteroid remains an unanswered question. Dun, dun, dun. Curious. All right, well, let's keep digging.
System survey complete.
This isn't going to be a good meeting spot for us. I just realized I've been bragging about rolling into a place with no shields for a while. We just popped into the exact same spot to fight these amoebas. This is going to suck. But hey, we need to upgrade our corvettes anyways. No. And just as that happens, we have a stranded scientist. The wreckage on asteroid Z13757, the remains of a vessel belonging to a now stranded scientist. Rasa, identifying herself as belonging to the unknown Obarian species. From amidst the wreckage, she somehow managed to contact our scientist. The science officer stationed aboard the ISS August Craig. Okay, she's requesting to be rescued. She explains that her collision was due to malfunctioning navigational sensors. All right, so she claims to have scientific knowledge without equal, that she would be a valuable asset. Well, we could have her join us. I think that'd be, I mean, I think if we find a stranded scientist on an asteroid, that'd be pretty cruel of us just to leave them out there. That's not the way of the Rukk. Go ahead and have her join us, and let's go check in on this battle as well. We might end up getting wrecked here. I think we're making decent progress. We've lost 2 ships, though. We've lost 3 ships. We've got just the mothership to bring down. Oh, excellent. So we just got a bonus to our physics technology for recruiting that scientist. Okay. We're having a million things pop off here. Okay. We have made first contact with another species. Let's check that out in a second. This is coming right down to the wire. Ooh. The Quipulki can now use their subjugate Casus Belli against us. Okay. I mean, do they want to? Battle's going to take forever, I think. Delta aliens. The latest from the Shar. Our envoy sent to investigate the Delta aliens are highly concerning. Apparently, the alien ships have made several uncomfortably close passes to our ships with gun ports open. All the while, they have also been sending us a transmission of one of their individuals, a leader of some sort. Our researchers hypothesize making gestures with their grappling fins that are rather aggressive, at least to us. Some observers suspected that they may be attempting to deliberately provoke an Incident. Okay. I don't know that I want to start a war at this point, especially because we're about to get our fleet wiped out. So let's ignore them. Let's pretend. Oh, they look very imposing. I might have made the wrong choice, which is a little bit par for the course for this playthrough. We did get defensive grid supercomputers, which is awesome. That was one of the free researches that we got, as well as subspace scanners or subspace sensors. So that new researcher that we picked up, what are they? They just look like a human. Oh, they are genius, though. We might just go ahead and swap out one of ours. Go ahead and toss her in our physics research. Yeah, look, we got a huge bonus on that. That was a good get. She was a very good get. All right, this is not looking good for us. I think we might be about to get wrecked. Come on, come on. Last few ships. An asteroid collision, so we got some extra minerals. A little bit more. Oh, we wiped. That was so close. All right, well, we got to wait till our fleet gets back. We have to rebuild them. I think we put ourselves in a bad spot there when we went into the system without shields, which, I mean, we should have known about. And yeah, so they definitely have a... Crap. Yeah, they're going to beat us to this, which means we might lose all of these systems in here, which means we desperately need this one here. This is the one that we need to get so we can have get a border set up there, or a base. So we really need our fleet back. Mining subsidies, which is excellent. We'll get the armor upgrade because that'll help our stations and our ships. Come on, fleet. We really need you back. I fear that these folk are going to expand pretty quick here. So the deltas. After a while, the enthusiasm displayed by the Delta alien vessels declined over time. Our linguists grew better to understand their signals, eventually identifying them as united Sothweer autocracy, presenting an interpretation of their odd behavior. It turns out that they are a warlike species who value above all else what they call a warrior spirit. By failing to respond appropriately, we displayed ourselves to be of a lesser, cowards, in essence. Okay, well, that's not good. Seems we've got a little bit of work to do to make this up to them. Well, we pursue true equality, do not stand in our way. Which I feel is appropriately aggressive, maybe without being entirely aggressive. So they've moved away. Go in and build the starbase while we can. Now we have some new friends. And we are definitely going to need to fortify this border once we get a chance. Because, yeah, they're already going to build here. So we're not going to really have a chance to grab any of these systems. And I don't know that it's worth trying. Yeah, I think they're going to just end up claiming all of that. So if we can get this as a choke point, that'll be fantastic, especially against these folk. And wow, we really need our fleet back.
Special project complete.
So we did the alien translation and a little bit of engineering experience. Okay. Got the trading company up here. They still have their borders open to us. But they already have a subjugation casus belli on us. I don't think we're going to be friends anytime soon. Our archaeologists have learned that after a long and bitter war, the two empires inhabiting the corner of the galaxy some 200,000 years ago signaled a treaty, compelling them to settle all future disputes with an arranged and highly regulated combat engagements between robotic armies. They chose this planet as a site for those battles. The treaty appears to have been upheld for nearly 2 centuries, preventing the outbreak of armed hostilities on numerous occasions. Until one of the empires was caught cheating. Dun, dun, dun. I mean, that makes sense. Very, very robot jocks for the 6 people out there who've seen that movie. Excellent. All right, so we've got some bonus research, some minor artifacts as well. Nothing too spectacular, for better or for worse. And at that, we're also going to go ahead and build a starport immediately here, because we are going to be sharing a border with some very aggressive folk. Although they will potentially make a good target, a good first target. Although they look like they're a fairly big empire themselves. We don't have the envoys to be checking out as many of these folk as I would like. Graveyard Expedition. Let's go ahead and do that project. There's our FTL inhibitors. That's fantastic. We'll grab the energy grids as well. We only have one planet that's really built for energy use. We really need to get this planet back. I just don't know how we're going to beat this thing anytime soon. And I think all of our planets, I think we still have jobs, amenities. Oh, we don't have jobs on our planet.
Gravel recovered.
Go ahead and get a couple more jobs there. And if we've got tile blockers, I think we should have... We have an election. I mean, I would like for our existing ruler to win, but I don't think I'm going to spend unity on it. Our fleet is finally back. Let's go ahead and rebuild our fleet. Let's get them repaired. Once we get a starport here, we might not even have to worry about dealing with them. I don't like that they keep reminding us that we can be a target for them. Build. Some bonus research around Asland. Anomaly discovery chance, always a good thing. We have some unemployment. We'll have 2 districts built shortly, and go ahead and get a... We have the capacitor station. I don't think we have that built just yet. What did we make this? This is going to be a mining world. So let's go ahead and build our mineral purification plant. This is going to be an industrial world. Do we have our alloy? We'll build our alloy foundry. And this tech world, which I mean might end up being an industrial planet anyways. Or is the tech world for... I think we might end up being alloys as well. Ooh, let's go ahead and bring up whatever the ship is.
Situation log updated.
We might be able to snag a decent ship from this. So this one we're definitely going to build some weapons. So we don't need to worry about damage to shields here. I think we'll just go with the gun batteries and we'll build a defensive platform, a no shield defensive platform as soon as we get the option. There we go. So we did get, I can't get past this. Who do we have here? Incoming transmission, the Numistic Order. Blessings upon you, Mantel. You're the Numistic Order. We've come in service of Numa, the goddess of fortune bearing. Okay, so it is just caravanners, I bet. Okay. We don't care much about them. Or rather, I don't care very much about them. They never have anything good. And once you're done that, go ahead and build the starbase there. Then we'll have a good border. The Prince. Analyze it on Rukk. This will be able to get us a little bit of a relationship with one of our neighbors. Because I think we'll probably be able to use, given how many enemies we are slowly building up. How long is it going to take? 35 months though, eh? You know what? I think the bonus relationship this early could be of a benefit. So let's go ahead and take the opportunity now. We'll grab our destroyers immediately as well. I feel like we should probably prepare for war just in case. We're going to upgrade all of our ships. I don't know that we actually need to go after the cloud here, because we're going to have a defensive station here. And the defensive station should be able to take it out. Otherwise, I think I'll just leave it as their problem. I think we might be able to get away with that. We do have some swarms down here, the amoeba swarms. We're not going to be able to kill them anytime soon. And we have our last research, so our faith in science research upkeep. And before we click on that, pirate treasure. An asteroid appears to have been used intermittently as a base by a band of alien pirates roughly 1,000 years ago. A small boarding party entered the base and managed to recover their abandoned treasure hoard. Oh, okay. We'll go ahead and take that. 1,000 energy credits and a minor artifact. Thank you very much. We're going to finish off Discovery Tree and our second Ascension perk. So I'm very tempted to try Lord of War. So this is one of the things that came with the Overlord. And I think we get to sponsor a mercenary group, a mercenary enclave. And I'm curious. I don't know how this is going to play out. So I think, you know, we're new to the universe. We've met some aliens who seem a little bit hostile to us. I don't think that it's unnatural that we might want to have, some extra military at our back. I don't know if they can be used against us. I think that might be the only thing I'm a little bit concerned about. Empire size from planets would be really handy. This seems like a weak Ascension perk, but considering how we're already over Empire size and we have so many more planets to go, I'm curious to see if that's actually going to be strong down the road. One division could be nice. Oh, I can never pick. I can never choose. The influence cost. Oh boy. Let's try it. You know what though? I've never used this before, so let's go ahead. Lord of War. I don't know how these work. Okay, so we've got the Mercenary Enclave. Got it a little bit early because I think we need 50 fleet power, so we're going to build to that. Again, I want to get as much support as we can. militarily, and I'm very curious to see how it's going to play out. So I think we're going to look to build a couple more starports. I'm actually going to convert this into a trade hub right around our main system because we have a little bit of trade to pick up here. I want to snag that up if we can. And our home planet should be fairly safe. It's going to be pretty far from the borders anyway, so I think that's going to be a decent option. And let's go ahead and upgrade our planets. I missed these. Okay. Oh, there we go. Bam. Energy capacity. That's excellent. We'll go for more physics research. I have a hard time not grabbing that. And where was our... I don't like that when we're building something, it gets rid of the specialization, but I suppose that's always the way. Oh, this was going to be... Jaundice Prime was going to be our... Or was it our energy planet? Oh, no. Where was it? I thought we had one system that we had designated as... Oh, maybe it's Lando. No, Lando Prime. Yeah, that makes sense. Why is it back to auto designation? Tech World. It doesn't have a lot of generation going on. However, it's probably the biggest one that we actually have. Let's go ahead and build our energy grid. And Thespia here, we'll probably just use it for alloys and consumer goods. And maybe this one will end up building research on it. The Sath, we are autocracy, just closed their borders to us. I think this is probably a long time coming, so let's go ahead and get our borders closed with them. I don't have enough folk to kind of start building a spy network with them, unfortunately. Although maybe we should move our spies over. In fact, let's try and do that. We have a decent setup here. Let's prepare sleeper cells, because I think this is how you shut down without losing any progress, because I definitely want to start moving the Sathweir. I think they're potentially more of a threat that we need to worry about. Okay, so an impossible organism. The surprising life readings from Kunbar Bill have been attributed to a small organism of exceeding tenacity. August Craig's crew is unsure how to classify the life form, but its ability to survive seemingly without any sustenance is truly astonishing. Considering the planet's age, it's not impossible that the organism has been fighting its habitat's toxic for millennia. All right. Permission to retrieve samples from the unknown organisms. I'm sure this is going to turn out just fantastically. Like everything else that we have taken a chance on. Hold on a second. Is this a coincidence? We have made first contact with mysterious aliens in the Grokan system.
Special project complete.
Here goes the prince. The text, its title roughly translates to regional ruler. Is written in a presumably ancient dialect of the Iknir Val tongue, spoken in the Iknir Val divine mandate. Okay, so the Iknir Val, I think they are part of, the Federation down here. So I'm actually not too worried about making them grumpy, because I don't think that they get along with any of our neighbors. Yeah, so they're being rivaled. Yeah, so I'm not too worried about keeping them happy, to be honest. We're going to hang on to this, I think. Yeah, let's just take the influence for it. All right, sleeper cells established. Reports of our operation to prepare sleeper cells are favorable. So we have 15 years. Yeah, let's just go for the 15 years. We don't need to go longer than that. And let's reposition our spies. Oh, we have a new contact, the Shapa Associated Nations. Oh, look at these fellas. Waterbound warriors. Okay. You pursue true equality. All right, well, we are starting to find some folk. There's the Carabineers. Don't know what's up there.
Rocket new tech.
Now we have a new starbase. So this one we are going to focus on an anchorage. We might also build a shipyard over there somewhere, but we have plenty of room to grow for now. Naval capacity. I'm not using edicts a whole lot just yet. It's possible that maybe we should. What other edicts do we have that we might find useful? Oh, additional star bases. That's actually always useful. Yeah, let's go ahead and bump that edict fund. Oh no, they're making friends. Our potential enemies are making friends with each other. I don't like that. And a research agreement? Come on, we could be friends. Why don't you want any of these things with me? I don't think we're in a good spot here, because if they ally up, then we're in a lot of trouble, I think. I can grab that research center. Creation treaty. Okay, yeah, I get it. You're all best friends. I'm not best friends with anyone. I think we need to make some effort, I think, at meeting some new folk here. Receptive. Hey, I like receptive. Gamma aliens. Maybe you'll be our best friends. And space pirates. Maybe the space pirates will be our friends, but probably not. Let's go ahead and deal with them. I should have known this was on its way. Where is our trade coming from?
Anomaly found.
Might as well research it now. I think the only place we have trade from is Grokken right now. So I think we'll start patrolling with our fleet.
Construction complete.
We got lots of stuff here. Love's labor lost. Having decrypted the signal, Block Martin was astonished to discover it was broadcasting on an archaic form, one of the main Mantel languages. Speaking in these, thous, whence forth, appears to be reciting one of the lost works of Intrak Restol, a renowned Mantel playwright who lived some 600 years ago. Interesting. Simple satellite dish, you say. Ancient visitors to Rukk took to liking to the play and decided to pay our species a strange, unexplained tribute. A wonderful news. So we can either gain a whole bunch of unity. That's actually a solid amount of unity. Or we gain 50% monthly unity for 5 years. I'll take the happiness. I think our folks probably deserve to enjoy a little bit of that. Some confusing signals from the Gamma aliens. They're still receptive though, so I'll pretend that that's a good thing. Battle is joined. We should be able to clear out these pirates pretty quick. Yeah, there we go. We'll take out the pirate base. There was one. There it is.
Anomaly found.
You might as well research that now. I think we're at the point where we can kind of research everything that shows up pretty much immediately. All right, our efforts to decipher the signals picked up from the Gamma aliens have paid off. We have finally made a breakthrough. Excellent.
The alien empire has established communications.
Let's go ahead and make some new friends. So they are pacifist, fanatic egalitarians. Well, we are also egalitarians. So let's see if we can find peaceful cooperation here. I think that would be in our best interests. Oh, and they're right on the border here. I suppose it would be nice if we don't have to defend that border. So I agree. Let's get an embassy up. Pirates are done for. Let's retreat back home. And I don't know. Derelict shipyard. Oh, here we go. So research agreement. What will this actually get me? I know this is going to drop my influence down. They are superior in relative power. We'll have to reevaluate that later. And I think this might end up being the extent of our borders. We can try perhaps like rushing out here, but also we have a ton of systems that we haven't yet grabbed on. So I think it might be in our best interest to take the planets that we have now and start building up our empire instead of still trying to kind of expand out. I don't know, this Ophiel would be a good system just because it would make a good choke point, but I don't know that they're necessarily going to be our enemy here. In fact, if we can make them a friend, that would be a huge benefit given what we have on our other side here. So do we have some other aliens that we can make friends here? Let's see who we can find here. Oh, they're running to cut us off already. I don't think I need to worry about it. Commercial pact. Let's go for it. I'm curious to see. Yeah, they've pretty much cut us off. Okay. They're a decent sized empire though. Non-aggression pact. Yep. That's pretty much like halved our. I mean, not really halved it, I guess. But really killed our influence gain. More Voltanum artifacts. But I think we probably are good to kind of accept this is the extent of our borders. Let's just buckle down and start building up our empire now. Ooh, a faction has founded. A new faction has recently been gaining traction. Scientific, they call themselves the Xeno Aid. 6 pops gain the Xenophile ethic. Okay, I mean, that's not the end of the world, I don't think. Go research that. Let's see what they want. The Xenoaid Foundation. Do you want Science Without Borders? We have 1 research treaty, so we have a couple more to go. Ooh, the Xenoaid. No purges. All refugees welcome. I don't know if we can do that. Enclaves Incorporated. We're going to get some enclaves soon. So I don't feel like I want to be purging aliens. I think we can make that change. I don't know if I want all refugees welcome, unfortunately. Maybe we can look into that. Where do we go? Purges. Yeah, let's prohibit purges. That'll make them a little bit more friendly towards us. And again, we're going to get an enclave shortly because we have up here, we have the Shroud Witches. We'll incorporate them shortly. Upgrade our Lando Prime. Going to go ahead and... Where's our fleet? I think we can upgrade our fleet as well since we have destroyers now. We haven't custom built anything just yet, but I think that's okay for now since we're just kind of finding our feet. Oh, we found void clouds. Okay. I guess that makes sense. We haven't, we were bound to come across them. And we'll have a couple new archaeological sites as well, which is good. I always enjoy the archaeological sites. All right, so we've got some choices to make. What do we want for our next tradition? Ooh, I always like taking unyielding. I like having the extra star bases. I think it upgrades all of our star bases as well. And I think that'll make us a little bit more defensible. Right now we're good as far as our resources go. So mercantile is nice as far as like the trade and whatnot, prosperity as well. But we're doing really well right now, so we might be able to hold off a little bit. Supremacy would be good as well, but I think we're going to be a little bit defensive up at the start here. And the only reason I'm thinking diplomacy is I really want to get additional envoys. But I think we're also good for a little while yet. I don't think we ever really need to go down adaptability. We have really good habitability already. So what we might do is I might go unyielding. We'll grab some star bases, some more star base capacity. And I think we're going to, because we'll be able to build some more anchorages. We'll be able to build some shipyards as well. And we'll be able to build up our fleet. All of which is very important. Our planets, we definitely need more jobs on our home world here. So I don't want to build those yet because that'll just give us straight up pops. I suppose we can get... We've kind of specialized our home planet here for energy just because we didn't have a lot of energy planets. And I suppose that might continue. So we'll go ahead and we'll build the energy grid. And we'll build at least one more district there. Then we'll go ahead and get 2 new pops. Booster Prime. So this is a mining world. So we'll go ahead and just build one more mining spots. Nothing too fancy there. Urkad, which is our industrial world. We already have our alloy foundry. Lando, I know, is a generator world as well. We have the planetary administration coming up. I think we're good for jobs there. We do still have people living on this planet, which was going to be a mining world as well. Although I don't think we can actually build anything. I guess we'll leave that as is. And then our frontier system here. We'll go ahead and we'll get our hollow theaters. We're going to need them eventually. And then maybe this will end up being a planet for either research jobs. Let's just go ahead and let's just bite or wait a minute. If we do research jobs, we could also do, how do we get more administrative offices? Administrative offices just Unity now. I mean, maybe we're falling behind on Unity. Maybe we need. No, let's go research. Let's jump into research. And we'll have a couple more planets soon enough. Ooh, terraforming candidate discovered. I will be able to be terraformed into once we get climate restoration. All right. Well, we just lost a science ship to the Emerald Roamers. That was unfortunate. I don't think I was paying enough attention there. There's an avatar. Oh, we'll grab this system when we can, because that'll fulfill one of our faction's mandates here. We have the arid world as well. We have an anomaly we have to do first. Don't count your planets. Our scientists have discovered something rather monstrous. The mountain range they scanned earlier was actually the outer membrane of a gigantic egg. What planet is this? I'm sorry. Oh, this is a barren world. Crack the egg. I know that's going to be bad. We're going to lose another system. No, you know what? We're going to study it from afar. I'm not willing to take that risk. I think we've taken too many risks that have 100% backfired on us. We're not going to be doing that this time. We're done taking risks. We're going to play it safe. We're going to build a strong empire. So we are going to need a trade hub. So if we use our main system as a trade hub, and assuming we don't, because we're going to keep the starport or the shipyard, it's going to be like a small one. So we have 1, 2, 3. I'd like it to be at least 3 so it can gather up its own trade value. And that would also go 1, 2, 3 down to here. Pick this up. So for all the trade down in here, 1, 2, 3, 4. We went here, that would be 6, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6, 6. And then we could gather from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, can we get up to there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, perfect. So, I mean, it's a little bit long-term planning, but we can make this a trade hub, and it should be able to gather pretty much all the trade that we're going to have access to. Now, we are going to have some wormholes as well. And I mean, there's definitely, you know, if we place it in the system with the wormhole, it can extend through there as well. But I don't know what we're going to be looking at that far down the road. So I'm not going to play it that long out. Did we actually do the research here? No, no one's actually researched this yet. Hey, you, when you're done with the anomaly, badly damaged military vessel. Let's check the logs. We have a lot of these. We have a lot of dig sites. We have side mining. I'm waiting for the time on these to tick down a little bit. Crystalline study, 21 months. That's not too bad because I think these, the emerald roamers, if we can become friendly with them, that'll be really handy. So we'll take the 21 months there. That's a good get. Ooh, here we go. So defensive pact. They are superior to us. I think right now it's going to be a little costly on the influence front, but I would rather have the friends than not. Ooh, so here's... Ooh, these are all... We have a lot of good ones here. Because the habitability, this will kind of help with the tomb worlds. Actually, let's get our planet upgrades first. Migration treaty, that I'm not too sure about. I don't know enough about them just yet to know if that's a good idea or not. We didn't actually have this system surveyed. That's curious. I'm not sure why we didn't.
Special project complete.
No, the rubricator. Okay. What's this? Where are we? The analysis of the ship's logs reveals that the crew met its demise when trying to retrieve an irreparable alien artifact called the Rubricator. It was stolen from their society by a pack of thieving rats. Curious choice of words, as they themselves are most rat-like in appearance. The logs are mainly comprised of curses, willing the rat robbers to the end of the universe and beyond. The crew has counted upwards of 50 individual worlds. We've uncovered the last known location of the Rubricator, previously uncharted system, and if we are to believe the former owners, its powers are worth pursuing. All right. Let's find the Rubricator. No big deal. This never turns out bad. And here we go. Here is the system in question. When you are done. And it's a relic world. Who would have known? Oh, science officer Black Grimnock has provided us with a detailed report on Yod Bem's geological riches. Apparently the planet's unique tectonic history has consecrate many minerals of interest to us. Okay, awesome. Does that mean that we can go colonize it yet? Yes, it does. All right. We have wreckage identified as well. Our crew aboard the Deep Edge report that Yod Bem 6 shipwreck appears to have been the result of an unexpected geometric solar storm. The supply ship suffered a complete loss of life support systems and sustained inoperable damage, drifting until it entered Yod Bem's gravity well. There are no survivors. The ship's cargo hold does indeed contain a notable amount of minerals. However, the captain cautions that the construction indicates that Seth Wagon design belongs to them. So we can gain 10 intel on the Seth Weir autocracy, and it will displease them. Or, so here's the thing. I'm 100% willing to give it back, because we're going to gain some influence, and I think that will be a bigger win for us than the intel, because we're going to be gathering intel anyways. That's not really a big concern of ours. And let's continue to fortify our defensive platforms. There we go. We're going to gain 100 influence, and we get a favor as well. Not too shabby. So at that, at getting some favors, I think this might be a good spot to end things today. We did kind of reach the end of our natural expansion. We have finally made a friend with the tranquil Yasarvanov Polity. And yeah, we still have a lot of work to do within our own system, but I think next time we'll be able to gather up these 3 systems of here, Yod Bem, Rentamario, and this last one here. This could be, what is this? 1, 2, 3, 4 new planets. We'll have a whole new sector. And there's a couple additional ones we might be able to grab up shortly thereafter once we improve our habitability. I think the next time, once we grab those planets, we're going to start gearing up for war. So I mean, we're gonna look to kind of grab the rest of these systems and then beef up our defensive platforms and our army. But I think we're in decent shape considering we've already made one friend, and the one potential enemy to us are showing as equivalent, which I think is pretty decent for our current situation. We are a little bit above our naval capacity, but I think we'll be able to catch up with that as we still have plenty of star-based capacity to build into. And I mean, economically, we're doing fairly fantastically. I do want to bump our alloy production, but with the amount of planets we're about to grab, I don't think it's really going to be a problem. So I think we're in really good shape. We have a ton of resources on the map yet to pick up as well. So we're in good shape, but as I said, I think we're going to leave it here. So if you have any questions, definitely drop them in the comments below. Obviously, if you had a good time, like, subscribe, all that wonderful stuff. And we'll be back next week with some more Stellaris. Everyone, have a wonderful day. Take care of yourselves.